Welcome to Mini Modern's exclusive look at how to make the miniature Christmas crackers and the box. Thank you guys so much for supporting me here over on Patreon. This is my way of saying thank you to you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Merry Christmas to you all, and let's get on with the video. So the first thing you want to do is print out all of your designs. You're going to have a template for the Christmas cracker tube, a template for the wrapper for the cracker, a template for the box to put the crackers in. There's also a template for the lid and some little tiny cute labels. So with this kit, you can chop and change and choose whatever designs you want to mix and match. I've tried to make the colors kind of go together so you can pick and see which sets work well together, or you can go completely rogue and choose your own mix and match. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to show you how to make the crackers and how to make the box itself. You see here we've got some really beautiful designs, so it's completely up to you how you want to work this. So once you've decided which sets you want to use, we're going to use some tacky glue to seal those. For me, I'm going to use the blue design on this one, but you can use whichever one you like, and if you want you can put tacky glue on them all so that they're just prepped for the next time that you're ready to use them. I use tacky glue because once it dries it gives it that nice shine, and it also makes the paper a little bit more durable. So here are all the pieces you need to cut out to make your beautiful crackers. So first it's the plastic template, and this is going to be the lid. So you just want to cut that out and have a piece of plastic. Maybe you've got some recycled somewhere that you can use. The next piece you want to cut out is the template for the box. We're going to stick this using some masking tape onto some cardstock, and this is what we're going to draw around and score to get all of our folds for the box. And to score it, I actually use this ball stylus. It's really nice. It's got two different tips. I go for the thinnest one. It works really well and it doesn't tear the paper too much. We've got our pieces for the cracker. This is the cracker wrapper. So you're going to cut all those out, make sure they're nice and glossed as well. Then we're going to cut up these stripy pieces, which is the tube for the cracker. And we're going to stick those onto some cardstock as well. And our next piece is the wrapper for the box. So I've prepared this in a way so the score lines are already attached to it. So all you have to do is just fold this in half and then follow the score lines on the paper with the score lines already written on. Again, using the ball stylus, we're just going to follow along and just score these lines. So it just makes it a lot easier, and then you can just cut that piece away because you don't need the part with the writing on as well. And our final piece is going to be the base of the box. Just a nice simple piece that we're going to slip into the box. So now let's go ahead and assemble this. I'm just going to be using some of this wood adhesive glue, but you can use whatever glue you like. So I'm going to start with the cracker tubes so that they can dry whilst we're making the box. I'm just going to put a slab of glue onto my cardstock and then just stick my tubes onto it. Just as simple as that. And then once I've got all my pieces stuck down, I'll let them dry, and it's entirely up to you how many you want to do. I've made it so there's 6 crackers that can go into the pack, but if you wanted to do 4, maybe 4 in the pack, 2 out the pack, it's completely up to you. Once you've made them, it's your decision how you want to handle it after that. While the cracker tubes are drying, we're now going to make the box. So we're going to use the template, and as I said before, I like to use some masking tape just to hold it in place. If you've got something else to hold it in place, it's perfectly fine. And remember, you can just print these out as much as you like as well. I'm going to put some masking tape on our template and then just stick that onto the cardstock. Once that's in place, we can just use our ball stylus and then just score over all of the lines. And when it's done, you can take your template off, and then we can start cutting around the edges. But also, if you like, you can keep the template on just to make sure you get the right shape when you're cutting around. But you should be able to see the lines quite well, just following the outside lines first, and then we're just going to cut away at all the notches, just following the pattern of the template. As I said, you can put the template back on if it helps you get the right shape. So once I've cut out the basic outline of the template, I like to fold over all of the seam lines just to make it easier to fold later, and also easier to find the little notches that we need to cut out. So here's how I cut out the corner pieces, which are going to help the flaps fold over. So we've still got the score lines. We just follow the score lines. So that first one is a nice little big chunk at the top here. So, and then a little notch here. So we've got like a little step type thing in the corner. I'm going to do the same on the other side so you can see. So we just cut a little notch on the first one, 2 notches on the second one and then snip that off at the top. The score lines are there, so just make sure you follow them when you're doing it yourself. So you've got this and you want to be able to fold it over. So I'm going to just take a little snip from this piece here. Make sure I can get in there properly. Take a nice little snip from here and then a snip from the other side. So what that is going to do is help for the flaps when we fold them over. They're going to have something to hold on to, and it's going to give that box a little bit more stability. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut off the other pieces and then we'll be back. So now we have all of our folds and tabs cut out in the right place. It's just time to glue this together. So if you see how I'm folding the side pieces over the tabs, that is what's going to give the box the security and the durability. So now we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the side fold, and you could also put some on the tab as well. It doesn't really matter because it will stick either way. Now we can just fold that side piece over the tab. I'm trying to zoom in close enough so you can see that I'm just simply folding it over the tab. Just push that in. It is very small and finicky. If you've got some tweezers as well, that can help. You're just going to fold that over, and if you've got any little pegs or clips, you can use that to hold this piece in place. But we're just going to fold that and do it on both sides. So it should just look a little something like this, and then we're going to fold the other sides in. Really nice and simple. As I said, the tabs gives it that extra durability and just helps the box take its shape. So again, we're just going to put the glue on both of these sides and then just fold them over. I like to use a pair of scissors as well to press it down and just help them score lines and just keep everything nice and flush and neat. You've got some pieces that might want to roll up and wait until the glue has set, but this is the best way to just like push them down as well. Or tweezers, whatever you've got to hand, but something just to help. Realistically, I should have used my clips because I've got a whole bunch of them. Actually, let me insert a picture of my first test run of what my clips look like. This was how crazy I went with the clips, but this method didn't work because I didn't have the tabs on and I had to use extra glue to seal the sides together. I'll just show you here really quickly. It seals the folds really nicely, but then I had to put glue on the corner pieces to stick it together. It's a viable, cool way of doing it, but I just didn't think it was practical enough. So you're getting a sneak peek at the prototype before it became what it is today. But yeah, I went absolutely crazy with the pegs. I should have used them this time, but I'm not sure why. I think I just had enough of them at this point. But let me just really quickly show you what the box was like without the tabs on them. So you see, I just folded it like this and then added glue to the corners. As I said, it is viable, it works, but it's just not as stable as the new box. So there's a little sneak peek. So here's how the box is looking so far, a gluey mess. So now we're just going to clean that up and let that dry. Whilst that dries, we're going to work on the wrapping paper for the box. So like I mentioned earlier, we just fold this in half and then flip it over and then use our ball stylus to follow the score lines and then just score all of this. So just in the same manner as the box, we're just going to follow the lines and just keep scoring them. Again, this is just to make it easier to fold the wrapping paper around the box. And when we're done, you should be able to see all of the score lines on the side with the wrapping paper. And now we can just snip off that extra piece. Hi guys, I'm so sorry for this next part. My voice is very bad. I'm just feeling very unwell at the moment. I got a sore throat, head cold, all of that stuff, but I really wanted to get this video done for you guys. So if you could just bear with me, we'll crack on. So what you want to do is just fold over all of the score lines. You can barely see them, but you'll see them yourself. So just fold them so they're easier to fold around the box. And when that's folded, we can now just cut where the tabs are. So you can see the score lines where they are. You just want that extra long piece at the corner. Just cut that and cut it on the other side. So you're going to do that on all 4 corners. And here is how it should be looking. So you've got your little 4 tabs, and that is what's going to hug around the box. And then we've got the base of the box. Now add some glue to the wrapper. So just put it all over this part of the wrapper, and then we're going to stick the box inside. So with this part, we're just going to wrap the wrapper around the box. So just making sure that the base of the box is lined up with all the score lines. Just press that down and then just fold in all of the edges. So you can just see, just press it down and then stick the sides over the box just like this. And then just put some glue on the end tabs. And then we're going to just stick that down as well. You want to start by sticking the small tabs down first. So you just press those down and then stick the outer tab around it. This just gives it a little bit more security and durability and just helps everything stick in place a little bit better. And then you can just fold over all the side tabs so it's inside the box. So like this, just get some glue on the side tabs and then we're just gonna fold it over. So I've made it with the extra length so it folds and goes inside the box. You just fold it, we press it down here and then just fold it and pinch it in. And then just make sure that that is just really nice and pressed down. I just use my glue stick for this. So far, this is how the base of the box should look. So you've got the back and you've got the inside. And then we're going to use the other piece and then just stick that down for the base. So this piece here, we're just going to put some glue on it and then stick it down on the base. And voila, here's how we're looking so far. Now it's time to make the lid. So I cut out the template and stick it underneath the plastic using some masking tape. Now I'm just going to score all around this shape. Then we're going to cut our shape out. When it's cut out, we're just going to cut out the corner notches. And this is going to help give the shape. So we're going to just fold over all of the seam lines until we've got our own little lid type shape. Now it's ready to go inside the box. And then to finish it off, you can get our label and stick that on. That looks adorable, right? Now it's time to make the crackers. So first we're going to cut out the cracker tubes, which are the pieces with the stripes on it. Then if you've got a skewer, this will help to hold the crackers and it will help it take its shape. So I just fold it a little bit to take its shape and then just wrap it around the skewer and stick it down. I also use a little bit of masking tape to hold it into place, and you can keep that on, it doesn't need to come off. Here's how we're looking so far. So now what we do is cut off both of the ends. You can, if you've got the masking tape on, it might be a little difficult to see, but you should be able to see the little ends that had the darker colour. Just cut both of those off and then reattach them back to the skewer with the end first. So you choose one of the ends, the middle piece, and then the end again. Again, you should be able to see by the colour which piece goes where, and that's because they're just very slightly different in size, but it really doesn't matter if you do mix them up, that's fine. So you see, you just put them back on here, and already our cracker is starting to take shape. Now it's time to add the wrapping paper. So you can pick any style of wrapping paper. I just really like this blue one, and you can choose which way you want to wrap it. So what you want to do is just line it up, and then you're just going to put some glue only on the middle strip to start with. When that's done, try and push the tubes as close together as possible so that they fit within the wrapper. Then you're going to line up the wrapping paper and stick it only on the middle tube and just roll it up into a cylinder type shape. So you just hold it in place like this and then just roll it, roll it, roll it. And then we're just going to add some glue to the top of the wrapping paper to seal that down. You're just going to gently roll that over to close it, but get it nice and tight and firm. And there we have it. And now we're going to remove it from the skewer and get rid of those end pieces. I just use some tweezers to get those out, just pop it out a little bit. You got it? And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So at this stage, you can be pretty much done. Just use some tweezers to pinch in the tops to give it that cracker look, and then add them to your decorations and you're good to go. But if you wanted to add a little bit more bedazzle, then stay tuned for the next part where we make the bow. So we have some colour strips in the kit that you just fold in half and stick together so you've got colour on both sides, and then cut out really thin little strips that we can use to make the bow. You want to fold one side in, make a loop that kind of pops up just a little bit like this, add some glue to it, and then fold the other side in the same way, leaving the longer part of the strip sticking out. So that's going to be the ribbon, so it looks like this. So here we have the ribbon so far. Just hold that and let it dry, and then we're going to just snip a little bit off the end here. So you've got that ribbon look, and then we're going to get a tiny little strip and then stick that to the other side. And then once that's stuck down, we're just going to take our scissors again and cut off the rest of the strip to make the bow. And then I added some little gems on it to give it that nice little bedazzle. Now we can stick these onto our cracker. And also, if you wanted to cut some more thin strips of the same gold or cut whatever colour you choose, you can have that wrapped around so it looks like the bow is connected to the string, just like on these pictures here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, this printable kit, and I want to thank you all so much for being so supportive. It means the world to me. I'm wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I am so sorry for my vocals at the rest of this. I'm going to go and sit and relax now for the rest of the Christmas holiday. I'll see you all soon. Thank you so much.